Hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 You had enormous success as an athlete. Do you think it was talent, or do you think it was determination, or was it practice and training?
A little bit of talent, but no one saw my talent for about the first 5 years I competed. So it's interesting, when I won my first race, which was about 5 years in, lots of people said, "Oh, you're talented." And so I did have some talent. Determination is a really big part of it, because when things are going well, practicing and training is really good fun. But when you're injured or you're tired or you're bored, it's not.
What is like being a Paralympic champion?
It's kind of, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's quite exciting, because you come across the finish line and you're like, yay! And you get to do a lap of honour. You come down quite quickly, because you've got to go, because I did different events at the games. You really need to eat within half an hour of training or competing. So we'd take a packed lunch with us, depending on time of day. So you'd have food to eat before a race, and then you'd have food to eat straight after, which might be things like cold pasta or, well, I don't mind it, but it'd be stuff, sometimes the stuff that's good to eat is not always the stuff you like. Now, I really like bananas, but I cannot eat a banana before a race, because it just makes me feel a bit icky. But I could eat them after a race.
I love bananas.
Yeah, but not, see, it's funny, isn't it? But then you'd usually find your banana was at the bottom of your bag and was all mushed into your clothes. So I have scraped a banana off the bottom of my bag to eat it.
Oh.
The nice thing about sport, you get to meet some really lovely people. Some really, I've got to meet, actually this is cool. David Beckham carried me up a flight of stairs once.
Oh, nice. That must have been so cool.
That was really cool.
You're reading the history of Parliament. Now, part of the history of Parliament, because there haven't been many wheelchair users in there, have there? Lady Masson and you and a few others. How much difference do you think you've been able to make?
I think it's good to just be in the building for people to see that there's different people. Unfortunately, like, our representation of disabled people is not as broad or as wide as it should be. We've now actually got two blind peers who've both got dogs, and so I think actually when you see people every day, it does change it. But there's some things I've done where I've changed some of the legislation, and there's some things where I've got nowhere with it.
What have you changed?
So I do a lot of work on benefits and personal independence payments and universal credit. That's quite hard going. I tried to get some equalisation of support for under 18s. So, because you've got a high level of support, your need doesn't change when you turn 18. It doesn't suddenly, So just trying to get some of the assessment processes changed.
Good on you.
But thank you very much for your time. It's been
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Bye.